top 5 albums. We're going, each of us have our own individual top 5 albums. A lot of albums came out this year, and you know, we don't all have this exact same taste. Everyone's gonna have their own, you know, top 5. I see a lot of lists out there with a lot of the same albums on it, you know, and I think that's whack. Everybody, there's a lot of music, all right? So we shouldn't all have the same list. So let's say that I think I'm first, right?
Yep.
All right. So first up, number 5, we count down. Number 5, man, I got Ground Level, Jay Skis. I think Jay Skis is super dope, super talented rapper. I think this album has been underrated. I don't think it's been talked about a lot at all. I think this is a great follow-up to his last one, Abolish Uncertainties. And I think, Fruits of the Labor is a great track. Brick After Brick. I mean, like, to me, he's got the hooks. He's got different flows. He's got everything to me that you would want to see in a new rapper. And I hope he gets, the buzz, to build, as well, So, yeah, I definitely thought this was a dope album.
What's that one? Situated?
With Crit and
that song Don't Stop Going, man. When they come on, I keep that one on for sure. So I like this album.
For sure.
You remember this one, B-Dub?
Good album. I was just looking through it. I have a couple songs on here that I like. I forgot about it. I honestly didn't even go back to this one on my review.
And that's the thing that's what all we're gonna talk about with all these albums is like which ones you kept going back to and which ones just you stopped listening to, because that's what changes. That's how you know if you really love it or not.
And not just that though, I also think that this is part of the marketing thing too. Like there's certain albums that in the media they're pushed at you, and everyone's talking about them, and you like naturally gonna go back to them because it's like, oh, everyone's talking about this album. And then I just feel like this album is just as good of quality as some of the many others. I had a debate. This number 5 spot, I'll be honest. A lot of albums could have gone here, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I went back and listened to a bunch and I was debating, but like I kept going back to, like you said, those highs, like they're Situated, Fruits of the Labor, Brick After Brick. Like, it's not just like, he's not just, the underground rapper doing a bunch of bars. He's got like dope songwriting. Like it's dope hooks and dope, like, to me, a lot of people would like this if they heard it. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's fair. I had a lot of trouble with my 5 spot too, man. It wasn't very clear. I think this year is a great year for quantity, but not necessarily tons of super standouts. So right. you got a lot of good to great, not a lot of great to classic. Exactly.
There's not that classic. And one of the things I know that we the bar that Skyzoo says on like the first track, he's like, he says like too many drops, too many nerds calling too many classics when too many's not, whatever. And like, yeah, I think like there are a ton of drops, ton of albums, and there are a lot of people that call a lot of stuff classic, and really nothing has been like classic. Like nothing's been like cool, really for like I would say the past 2 years, really.
I don't think there's been a classic this year. I got to look back at last year, but I don't think there's been one this year.
Yeah, so
that's tough.
But a lot of great though. There's a lot of great though. So and so we'll get to it. Number 4, Vince Staples, man. This album is great. I love Vince, man. I love Vince. I love his personality. I love his perspective on the world. Like you hear a Vince Staples album and it's he's unique. He's again unique and not in like a flashy, showy way or like a theatrical way, but like in his perspective on life and in his like presentation of how he sees his day-to-day life. So I think this album's a standout. It's one that's got a lot of critical acclaim as well. So I think way more people probably have heard this one. But
Etouffee might be one of the songs of the year. Might be the song of the year.
Yeah.
Then you got some other ones on there. Dead Homies. They got some good songs on there, man. Great
I
songs
like
on that album.
Nothing Matters. I like Freeman. I love Black and Blue, Government Cheese. Like really, I can listen to this
Government
album straight
Cheese,
through. Yeah. So great album.
Going on?
Yeah. Move on.
Yep. Number 3.
Ransom, Cabrini Green Project. Ransom dropped 3 projects this year. And this and Chaos is My Ladder were I was like debating. I also was debating. Listen, man, all of these albums are debating, right? But this project is only 8 tracks. It's only even. But some of the production, like some of the song where it has the Ransom, No Hostages. So dope. I mean, the concepts of his songs, the storytelling, the concepts of these tracks. To me, all 8 songs are great songs, and the features are dope too. 38's on there. I think this again. You got to pay for it, but if you're looking for a dope album, it's worth the money. This is worth the money. So that's all I can say about that. Ransom has been consistent. Ransom is the most consistent right now, I think, rapper in the game. Just like for bars, like just verse after verse after verse after verse, knocking it out the park.
He's definitely a top 5 right now, like rapper. Like I mean, if I had to do like a draft or something, I think Ransom got to go in your top 5. Like he's out here killing it.
All right.
Honestly, I don't even go back to this one. I bought it on Even, but I don't know. I don't never use that app, so I got to find a reason to go back there.
Well, this is the thing with the stuff behind a paywall, and this is the problem with it. Because I felt the same way. I had to purposely go back to it, right? And then when I was playing, keep playing it over and over again. But once you go to your streaming app, I don't want to switch apps, right? Like
my thing is, I don't use this app in my car, so I log into so I play video games on this computer. I got one screen here, I'm playing games. I got the other screen, I got YouTube or something on. So I was like, okay, let me pause this. I never basically close that tab, and I just refresh it and go back and play that album again, and then like pause YouTube for an hour or for whatever time, 30 minutes, listen to that album. Then I turn that album off and go back to the YouTube like when I'm done. But it's not in my norm. I normally would have it where the music was playing kind of either a random shuffle or different like songs playlists. So you do have to go out of your way to hear it. That hurts the music consumption. But at the same time, the artist, I don't know how much money he made, but I'm assuming he made money that made it worth his time. And I'm sure he'll throw it on streaming later. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, and even in his lyrics and stuff like that, I mean, he seems to, he seems like it's not about the money, he's not like, stressing for the, like mainstream attention or something like that. He seems, happy with what he's doing and the way he does it, so I think, I love it personally. And to me, he did the same thing with Director's Cut 4 last year on Even. And that was worth the buy. To me, every time he drops one of these on Even, it's worth getting. So even if I gotta go to a different app, it's a little bit more effort. It's worth it. So Kweli, Confidence of Knowing. Man, what can I say? This album, the production's dope. Kweli is dope. There's a lot of people, who I'm shocked that more people don't talk about Kweli, especially, of all the, there's so many, YouTubers I watch who are, social, talk about social activists and stuff like that. And, to me, Kweli, one of the few people that actually rap about it. I mean, one of the few albums that actually talk about Palestine or something like that, on it. But, nobody talks about it. It's just bizarre to me. But this album is super high quality. Some dope features. You had Post Contra on here at a dope song, dope feature. I mean, Scott
don't let the whack ass album cover fool you, man. Don't let the whack album cover fool you, man. It's better than it looks. This album cover is trash. So I can see why people would scroll past this in the streaming app. but it's way better than I expected when I first listened to it. A few of these songs have continued to get burned. I think Kweli's rapping great right now. He's been really consistent the last couple of years, starting from what? No Fear of Time. I feel like he's been nasty on like basically everything since then. So what's that?
Yeah.
Been a few years, 2-3 years. You know, I like this album. I like this album.
I think this is another one that needs more shine for sure. I love Native Sons. I think that's the single he's going with, but that's a dope song. To me, it's one of the best songs of the year, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, big fan of Kweli. Big fan of this album. So let's hit it. Number 1, Rich Haitian, man. Makami. You know, one thing that's consistent for me in all my picks, I like bars. I like lyrics. I like bars. Makami put on a masterclass on this album of lyricism. I mean, flows. Interesting turn of phrases. Jewels dropped in the album. I mean, it's got it all. And yeah, so I think this album, I mean, it got critical praise as well. So, and it deservingly so. So, but I thought this was a standout to me. And it was from early in the year it dropped, and it stuck with me the whole year. It stuck with me the whole year when one of the songs would come on, like Lon Lon, or like pull up the track list again.
A bunch of songs on here getting burned all year, man.
Yeah.
A bunch of songs on here, and they never got tired. I still can't skip a lot of songs on here, and they come on in the playlist or whatever. I can't skip them. So that's the sign of a strong album. It's sticking around 6-7 months later. I still want to hear it. I'm excited when it come on. Like that tells you a lot.
Definitely. Great production too. Album sounds good.
For sure. That's me, man. That's me. So that's my top 5. Let us know your top 5 in the comments. We about to go on to the next. Again, not everybody's got to agree on the top 5. There's so much music. Everyone should have their own top 5. Let us know what yours are in the comments. And B-Dog's about to share his now. So.
All right. For number 5 for me, I got the No Worries, Why Lord. I love this album, man. This one gets a lot of spin for me. I don't know. I haven't heard their first project. Everyone said it was so great, but this is fire. This is what I needed. I love Anderson .Paak, so anytime you come out with an album, it's probably going to be in my top 5.
I love this one too. It stuck around for me for real. It grew on me more. I didn't like it as much when I first heard it, because I was expecting it to sound more similarly to Yes Lord.
Yes Lord, yeah.
But which I love. But this one is different, but obviously we know Anderson .Paak in a different place. But some of these songs, though, I started listening to them more and more. Like they never left. I listen to them all the time now. What's the one? I'll be outside underneath the balcony. I mean, like, and then Shabby like, yo, this dude funny, man. And then what's the one song you got? What the dude said? You was getting them cheeks beat, bitch. Like, the money won't keep or whatever he said. I'm like, yo, this is great, man. That's what Thundercat on it, I think. I do like this album a lot. So
I was shocked to see this on the list. I'm not gonna front. Because I felt like you at the beginning, and I really haven't gone back to it. So y'all making me want to go back to it. But because I thought this was a clear disappointment to me when I heard No Worries. Oh, it's gonna be dope, and then it wasn't what I expected. It wasn't the quality I expected. So that's interesting.
I mean, I felt that way to me, but. Yeah,
I'm play this forever.
Yeah, I mean the first one still get burned from me, so this one just fit right in now.
All right, number 4, Rich Haitian. Just talked about this one. Like I said, this came out early in the year too. So when this came out, it felt like, all right, we're about to have a good year. This was a really good start of the year. So yeah, I like this one a lot.
All right, I'm surprised to see what you got ahead of it now. because
Yeah.
that's my number one.
Chaos is my ladder too, man. This one go crazy for me. I didn't even realize how much I liked it until I just realized like the random songs that would just pop up in my playlist and stuff like that. Especially that start off track, A New Day, I think it is. That one gets so much burn for me. Come on all the time. Yeah, I like this a
Yeah.
lot. Conway, Ransom, all I need.
I like this
I
one a
the-
lot too. Man.
I'm a big fan of the Higher Killer one with Lloyd Banks too. I listened to that one a good bit. But yeah, I mean, I already praised Ransom. I'm surprised you put this one over the solo one though.
Like I said, I didn't even go back to that Even app. I bought it, listened to it during that time. I forgot I had that thing. I need to go back and listen to it though.
That's a part of it, man. That kind of messes up how your music consumption. Now it's like if it's not on your app, you don't see it. A lot of people, you have to find music. Like some music don't be on apps. It's only on. It might be on YouTube, but all the apps don't have everything. Maybe some older stuff that you ain't heard in a while, and you forget about it because it ain't on there. This is that's an example of it. Is if you don't put it on the app, it's almost like it's out people's mind. Like it won't come back. You won't hear it again unless you say to yourself, "Hey, I know what I got to do. Go find this Ransom album on this website." So it messes with you.
Yep. Because all I do is go to YouTube Music. It got my quick picks. Hit one of them buttons and just let it go. So yeah, I don't ever listen to that.
And it's great back and forth between the two. And V Don did his thing on the production on that album too. So
yeah, for sure.
They go together good. I wish they would have been. I still feel like I feel like it wasn't as organic as it could have been, and I think that takes some away from it because I think they could have something real special if they really worked together in that way and kind of worked on it in that manner. Not that that's necessary, but if you want it to be something different, it can be if they kind of locked in that manner. But because they're both rap so well.
Yeah.
All right, B-Dog, you want to go on?
Let's see. All right, King of the Mischievous South, Volume 2, man. This one came on. I was like, man, this production is insane. I'm not a big Denzel Curry fan, so when I heard this for the first time, I was like, wow, took me by surprise for sure. I love this album. Great production. I was debating it. I had to go between 2 and 1. I listened to both of them today.
What's the highlights on the album for
all right. Well, the way I've been judging music recently too is if my son like it. So when I hear him playing music that I play in the car, like when he's taking a shower, he got that G's up on. That is on every time. My son loves hype music. That's it. Yeah. You want to hear something that's gonna make him hype. So I love that one. Let me see.
There's a bunch of songs on there, man. I like the one with that chick with the weird voice. I like Scared with Project Pat.
Yeah.
What's the other one? They got one on there with I don't have to play.
I like the Black Flag.
Black Flag, yeah, freestyle or whatever.
Yeah, I like Set It with Maxo Cream too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Then the added songs on that fire too. Dog, you listen to some of them added songs, bruh. Them songs good. This album is great. This album is great. It's up there. Curry he don't have the consistent, like his albums don't always be the same. And that's one of the things about him to me. I really like this album. It sounds great in my car. It always I'm not turning these songs off. My wife kind of tired of hearing G's Up in the car.
Yeah.
I'm not skipping it though. Sorry.
My wife don't like it when I play it either. Yeah, no, it's a car album though. It's a car album.
Scared, stay on. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get this Project Pat verse before I turn the song off. Like it's not getting skipped.
Great album, man. All right. Now this one, Chromacopia. I'm not gonna lie and be like I'm not the hugest Tyler fan, but I love what he did with this album. Sounds great. Production-wise, I like the things that he's saying. like I said, his album got a lot of messages in it, so it got everything you need in it, from good beats, good rapping, good stories. I like this album a lot. To me, this one's gonna last for a while. To me,
Yeah,
Even I found myself playing songs on this album. Like I'm not skipping it as much as I thought I would. I thought I really liked it when I first heard it. I thought it was a well executed project. Like the themes and stuff, I thought were really cool. I thought it was gonna fall off. Just for me personally, not wanting to hear it over and over, and that hasn't happened. So that does say a lot about it.
To me, it's I don't think it hasn't fall off either, and I think it's got highlights. To me, it's just that because I went back and listened to it too, I think it's great, but when I listen to it as an album, like straight through, I don't think it stands up as highly as some of the others. But it has, to me, highs, and it's different sound for sure. But I like Sticky, dope dope
Sticky.
track, yeah. And
Yeah.
then I like Thought I Was Dead. I mean, those are two of my favorites. So I mean, it's got.
I like Sing Chroma. Like the way it comes on to me is so fire to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love this album, man. This one give me hype too.
But I even like some of the emotional songs on there. I thought they were done in a great way where they have replayability to me.
Yeah, Take Your Mask Off. I think it's a great song. Yeah. So and then the one about it, his dad and everything, is also dope. So yeah, it has everything. It had some of everything. That's the thing. He's got raps. He's got melodies. He got it's got everything in it. But I guess it's just me, because I like there's bars and rap. Like I prefer the albums when they just got the one thing. But I get why this would be way more popular. And Tyler, I mean, yeah, super creative, man. He's he really doesn't make the same album twice, really. I mean, so.
All right, B-Dug, that was great. Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for presenting that, man. All right, we got my list now. Oh, I didn't change the title on this one. It's Freddie Gibbs, You Only Live Once. Haha. It's called Amateur Production stuff, but I had a lot of trouble with figuring out what the hell was gonna be my 5 though, man. My 5th spot. This one, I realized how much I played it since it came out when I looked at the stats. But there was other ones that I thought could have got here. I went back and listened to Droog's Movie album.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really, really good. And so I was really debating there. There was a couple other ones I was trying to figure out, like, hey, is this gonna be in my 5th spot? And I ended up putting it here because I'm just a Gibbs fan, so that's what I got. But I like this album a lot, man. Dude rapping on him, man.
Yeah, I'm sad that he took off the song, the one song on here. You gotta take it
Oh,
down.
your anniversary. Yeah, I still listen to it all the time on YouTube, so I was just like, all right.
But I do think I mean this is a dope one. To me, the reason I was debating this for my 5th spot too, but to me it didn't have as many, like, it didn't have like the highs as high highs to me as some of the other albums.
And this, I was debating this and the Droog Movie and the Spesh album, the one with his moms.
Yes, Mother's Gun. I was debating that one too.
Yes.
I also thought about Stabbed and Shot too.
I did think about Stabbed and Shot too, but I was so I kept going back and forth. I listened to each one of them this week. I was trying to figure it out. Like I said, I do think this one had a couple highs to me more. It's Your Anniversary might be my favorite out of all 3 of those albums as far as songs played, except for on the Droog album, the DBZ song I played 1,000,000 times this year. So he does get some credit there, but that's why. But I ended up pulling out this Freddie Gibbs one.
Yeah.
Number 4, one of my favorites this year, Boldy James with Conductor, Terms and Conditions. This I played this album so much, man. I played so many of these songs. This came out in like the summer, I think, early in the summer. It did not stop getting played for me. I have not reduced. My like I said, Flying Trapeze Act, Terms and Conditions. There's a few other songs on there that just got so much burned that like I couldn't leave this out of my top 5.
Yeah, the album's called "Across the Tracks," though. By the way, right? Terms and Conditions is the first track on it, but I think the album's across. Oh, wait, is it? I don't know. Your title has Terms and Conditions on the screen, but mine.
That's what I put out there, man. To be honest with you, I don't know.
No, it must be different covers. They must have different covers on it. That's interesting. I didn't know that because I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's Terms and Conditions. That's a single cover. That's why. Come on, man.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But we're not judging production, dog.
Yeah,
Come on, man. Hey, stop pointing stuff out, man. We know what he meant.
Yeah,
you know what I meant, dog.
Yeah,
I messed that up bad. I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
No, you did a great job. You're doing a great job, man. Come on, man.
It's great. It's great. We know what album we're talking about. The Boldy Conductor album. Yeah.
All right, I got the Denzel Curry in my list too. I don't see how I played this a ton. It's getting burned. It's not coming out the top. We already talked about it.
Mm.
Number 2 for me, Rich Ass Haitian. Same thing. We talked about it. This album's great, top to bottom, pretty much. Like I said, I don't think it's like classic level, but I mean, maybe it will be if it stick around the way it stuck around for me this year. We'll see, but I love this album. But my number 1 is my guy, Rock Marciano, man. Marciology, Doug.
I'm hating already.
I've been playing non-stop, never stopped. It just for some reason with the Marcy stuff, it's like it just grows on me. Every album except for Mount Marcy pretty much has grown on me since its release. The dude's rhymes is on the top, as good as anybody else out here. I'm just a huge fan.
Yeah. It's funny. You had like a mix of both of ours lists in your list, and then except with Marciology, which was just solo to you. But I think he's just you either love him or you don't. Really, with Marcy.
Hey, he's the king of the underground or whatever. He have his own wave. Love this dude, man. This dude is next level, man. He got another album coming out tomorrow too. Woo, boy, excitement. I almost bought it, but he sell his for $40.
Damn.
And look, it come out on streaming tomorrow. It's for a week early. It's for $40. Yeah. They had numbers on there too. I heard people was posting it and stuff. I was like, oh, y'all are good fans. It's Christmas time. I gotta buy my kids gifts. I can't give Rock Marcy no money right now. Sorry, y'all. Y'all got to wait a little bit. But yeah, man, this album just got too many good songs, too many great features, great production between him, Animos, and Alchemist. I think it's like flawless. Flocks, I play all the time. What's the one? The Gold Crossbow. That should never never come out of my rotation. Just so many of the songs on here I love, man. So Rock Marcy, to me, this goes somewhere in his top projects. I don't know where in the list. His projects to me are so great. His discography is so great. This might be like in his top 7. So I was just a huge fan. Love it this year.
Every other album, I was like, everybody, every other album on everybody's list, I was like, okay, good picks, not my pick, but good picks, except Marciology. I'm like, nah, fam, no way that's the album of the year. That is insane.
Album of the year, man. Album of the year. Easy.
Delusional.
Hey, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I played it the most. I looked at my album rankings and stuff when the recaps was coming out. I played it this, and there was one other one, the Rich Ass Haitian. I played the most. It was like,
yeah.
And then I was like, which one I'm gonna pick? So I could easily switch my 1 and 2 because to me these 2 albums are better than I think there's a well that's not true because I love part 1, 2, and 3, and really my 4th album too. So my top 4, I could mix almost any of those, like depend on the day and time, basically. When I'm going, what I'm doing, I'm in my car. I probably might play that Denzel Curry first. I'm walking down the street, might play that Rock Marcy first. You know,
It's I'm looking at trying to see what my top of the year. Yeah, I definitely don't have no Marcy on there. Nope. But I got a lot of albums that like songs from so many different albums that are on this list right here. Some highlights, some honorable mentions, some that I listen to a lot but didn't put on my list. Lupe Samurai, that J. Cole might delete later. I think if it wasn't for the beef, that album is super dope. And to me,
that would have been up there.
It should definitely be on way more lists. To me, the only flaw on that album is Fever. Is the skip. But to me, the rest of that album is.
I like Fever.
Oh, you like Fever?
Giving me fever.
Okay, well,
yeah, I like that one.
I thought that was the one you should have deleted. I thought that was the song you should have deleted, not the other one. But
should have deleted that fucking apology.
I think you could do honorable mentions for an hour though, man. Because like, Shay Noir had a good album. I like that Gang Green album. I love that Master Ace album.
I listened to that Master Ace a lot this year. Yeah, because that came out early. So it's got.
I'm gonna say that LL album because I really.
I was about to say the LL.
Yep.
The Common grew on me. I like the Currency and what was the one? It was Currency and it came out the end of last year, but then they had a special edition. So, but then they have was it Ransom and Harry Fraud?
To me, the other two Ransom albums was better, but yes, that one was good. I listened to it a lot this year.
That's what I'm saying. I listened to it a ton.
Yeah. It's a lot. So many good albums. To me, the Blue and Evidence.
Yes, that was another one that was supposed to be in my fifth spot. I kept fighting, Doug. Because you know what? That album grew on me a ton.
And it's definitely better than the Blue and X album. It's definitely better.
I think so too. The one I'm playing a ton right now is the Lights at Night or whatever. City Lights at Night. I've been playing that song nonstop. Was with Domo and who else on it? It's been stuck in my head lately.
Baby Blue, yeah.
Yes. I've been playing that one a ton, man. I'm like, damn, how did this song become like my song right now? Because I be driving home at nighttime, so it just hits so perfect to me.
To me, it's the every time the Land comes on, like just that first track, the way it hits, I love it. I love that song. And then 3 Wheel Motion too. I love that one. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of dope songs on this album. I thought this album was great. So there were a lot of great albums. It was tough to narrow it down. A lot of honorable mentions. Next week we're gonna hit y'all with the top songs. So we could just pull out the standouts from all these different albums. But we got to get to the hate.